everyone, welcome back. So today I have a haul. This is a collective haul. These are things that I have gotten in the past, I would say, month or so, and I just thought I had a little bit of a little bit of everything, so I figured I would do a video. So some of the stuff is PR, and I know a few videos back I asked, hey, do you guys mind if I show you some PR things? I do a lot of showing PR on Snapchat, and I incorporate it through some videos. But some stuff doesn't really make it into videos or sometimes even Snapchat. So it's a good array. There's some drugstore in here. Well, yeah, there's a couple drugstore things in here, so I just thought I would show you everything, and I've had a chance to use a lot of it, so that way I have some opinions on it. First, let's start off with the Butter Bronzer. This is from Physicians Formula, and I had seen a lot of people pick this up and kind of say that it smelled like the beach. So automatically, I was like, yes. This literally smells like coconuts, pina coladas, the beach. It really does smell really, really good. And I initially am gravitated towards that. It just smells like, honestly, like you're sitting on the beach. I love this bronzer because it's extremely buttery, but there's only one shade of it, and it comes in this extremely light shade. So if you do not have super fair skin, I don't think that this is gonna work for you. However, if you are very fair complected, I think you'll really like this because it blends in nicely. It doesn't get blotchy. It smells really good. This shows up on me, but I can see that it would be a problem if you have more medium skin. So make sure if you are gonna purchase this that you have quite a fair skin tone. It does have a little bit, it's not completely matte. I would say it has like a satin finish, but it smells really good and it does work really well. The only negative side is I think there's only one shade, and let me just check. This one says light bronzer, so maybe there's a medium. I guess I would look. I only saw this one shade, but maybe there are other shades, and I just picked up the light one. But if you are going to pick up the light one, you have to be sure that you're very fair complected for it to show up. So those are like both positive and negative. Positive, I really like it. Negative is I feel like it's only gonna service a lighter skin tone. Okay, more from the drugstore. I originally picked up the L'Oreal LUMI Cushion Foundation. I didn't do a video on this because, let's be honest, everyone's dog's brother's cat's uncle has a video out on this foundation, and if you're oily skin, I don't think this is going to be for you. I think that this is a very dewy foundation. It's a medium buildable coverage, and I like it personally. However, I have like normal to a little bit dry skin. It is very, very dewy. It says LUMI, you know, but it says it's a buildable luminous foundation. So oily skin, no, but I think the coverage is really nice. I wear the shade N2. The things I've heard are that this foundation is really hard to color match yourself, and I would agree with that. It comes with this like little puff, and you know, you have like this little spot right here, and then here's the cushion right here. So you're supposed to, I actually like the application with this puff. It's not really like a normal puff. It has like a very smooth surface on it. So let me just show you. I don't know if you can see that. So you just dip it in, it gets the foundation on here, and then you just kind of wipe it on your face. I've seen a lot of people use this foundation. I mean, like that color just blends perfectly for my skin. I've seen a lot of people use this foundation and use a stippling brush with it or some other type of foundation brush. You're obviously able to do that. I just find I like the application with the puff there, the like applicator that it comes with. So I have this color in N2, which I would say is my color, but then I was sent a PR package of 3 different colors, and I have 3.5, which is a nice color, but it's a little bit darker. I would say if I ever did self-tan or anything, this would be more of the color that I would go for. But as you can see, I mean, like, let me just do a little swatcheroo of that so you can see like next to it. You see how it has more yellow to it as well, but it's just a much deeper shade. So anyways, really do like this foundation. I think it gives a really nice finish to the skin, but only if you do not have oily skin. Next thing up I was recommended was this Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I saw my friend Natalie from Flower Bomb 31, she used this, and I was like, okay, I have to get that. Her skin looked amazing. The only thing I will say is I find that it's like, it has one of these big wands, and I'm in the color Linen, which is, it's called One Linen. It's kind of hard to color match this foundation, but this color, okay, the formula is really nice. It's extremely, so like you just, the only thing I don't like is, okay, it's very, very pigmented, like it's very full coverage. However, I feel like I have to keep dipping my thing into the thing to get enough foundation out. So I don't really love the application. I understand the concept of it because it's supposed to be a foundation and a concealer. So you're supposed to be able to dot it on your face and then put it up under your eyes. But I just find that I'm like in, out, in, out. I don't know. I just don't really like that. I mean, that sounds dirty if you know what I'm saying. But look at how full coverage that is. Like it feels like it's a thick foundation, but it does look very skin-like on. And I mean, I really do like this foundation. The only thing I'll say is I did feel a little bit drying on my face if I really needed to exfoliate, so I had to make sure that I was exfoliating. I didn't find it to be the most hydrating foundation. So if you do have maybe it's just because it's the winter, and honestly I feel like coming into the spring and summer, I'm gonna absolutely love that foundation because I really like full coverage. So if you don't like full coverage, you're not gonna like that because it is very full coverage. But it does give such a beautiful finish to the skin. So if you can find the right color for you, it's kind of hard to color match online, which is what I did, but I went with the recommendation of my friend Natalie and used her shade because we're very similar in shades. But I think if you can find the right shade, and if your skin is like, maybe if you had oily skin, I think actually you would really like this foundation. I really do. So anyways, really been enjoying trying it out, but those are just my thoughts on that foundation. Okay, next thing up are a few new blushes from Lorac. These were sent to me. These are the Buildable blushes. I have 3 different colors. The color Prism, which is like a matte peachy color. Matte, I mean they're all matte. Ultraviolet, and then which is like obviously a very purple color, and then this color which is called Spectra, which is more of like a pinky color. So a pink, a purple, and a peach. I'm wearing this color Prism on my cheeks right now. You guys, the formula of these is amazing. They're not powdery whatsoever. They're just pure pigment. They blend in beautifully. You can build the color. I mean, so nice. This color Prism is like everything. It's the perfect matte peach color. This is like a must-have. Honestly, if you're gonna get one, it's a must-have. Such nice pigmentation, and I mean, look at that. Like, it's full pigmentation on, and it blends out so beautifully on the cheeks. Like, this color is perfect. It has enough of like smoky, like bronzeness to it. It's almost like a brown peach. It's so pretty. I love this one. So this is by far my favorite out of the 3 that I have. This color right here, like I said, it's the pink, and this one's called Spectra. And I mean, it's a really pigmented and beautiful pink shade. And then this last one is quite daring, but I love it because I'm willing to go there when it comes to a blush or a lip, or really anything. I'm willing to go there on anything as far as makeup is concerned. So this one's called Ultraviolet, and it is ultraviolet. So really enjoying these, but I think the must-have out of them is Prism. It's such a beautiful peach color, and I think it will be a lot of people's favorite, or I think it will look good and complement a lot of different people. It's not too out there. It's just that everyday wearable color. Okay, something I purchased off of recommendation was this from Dermalogica. This is called Pre Cleanse, and I've used quite a bit of it. It's to here already. This is like one of those oil cleansers that you use prior to washing your face. So as it says, pre-cleanse. So you just pump a little bit out. It's an oil consistency. You rub it on your hands and it just breaks up your makeup. I find it doesn't irritate my eyes. It's really nice. If I'm comparing it to the Sephora Supreme Cleansing Oil, that was reformulated, and to be quite honest, I don't love the new formula of that as much as I used to. So when I'm comparing them, I actually like the scent. I prefer the scent and the ease of this a little bit more. And I hate saying that because if you guys have watched my channel for a while, you guys know I really love that Sephora one. But, you know, the more I used the Sephora one, I was realizing that the scent and The formula, I don't know if the scent's too strong in that one, but I just really, really liked this one, and I was glad. I think I saw Desi talk about the pre-cleanse. I'm sure everyone saw her talk about it, but you know, I'm very influenced. But isn't that what YouTube's all about, or social media? You just see something, you want to try it out for yourself. So I saw her using that, and I was like, yes, I gotta try that, because she like came on Snap or something and like took all of her makeup off, and I'm like, yes. Because you girls know, when you're piling the makeup on the eyes, you got a big old smoky eye going, sometimes I dread, like I get excited to like have no makeup on at the end of the day, because it's just like, you know, it's nice to just take it all off and just kind of lounge around and stuff. But sometimes I dread like the action of that, like the action of physically getting up and like having to get the makeup pads and having to do all this stuff. This really does make it easier, because it's just like boom, 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 and it's just like melts away all of your makeup. And I find that you definitely need to go in with another cleanser. I would recommend that, but it is a great step to just really get everything off, and then use another cleanser to really deep clean and cleanse your face. Okay, I was watching a tutorial by Alex Garza, and she used this lip combo from Charlotte Tilbury, and I just thought it was so beautiful, and I purchased it. This is from Beautylish. I got these from Beautylish, and the shipping was like instant. Okay, Beautylish is they're where it's at when it comes to instant gratification. If you guys are like me, I'm all into instant gratification. I mean, really, who isn't? I think a lot of people like instant gratification. This is the lip color in Birkin Brown, and it is a matte lip. I will say that this is quite drying. Well, it's a drier formula. It feels very matte. I just really love the color. It almost has like a little bit of reddish tones to it. I love that. It reminds me a lot, honestly, of Taurus from Colourpop, Kathleen's lip. So maybe it's pretty similar and close. And then this is the lip cheat, which I love the lip cheats from Charlotte Tilbury. I find that they really do a great job at, if you do want to overline your lips, if you're gonna go there, the color Pillow Talk is where it's at for that, because it really does make you, like, it cheats the look of it. It makes you look like you've got fuller lips. These are just really comfortable to wear. They glide on really nice and smooth. This color is in Foxy Brown, and I just love the combination of this. This is definitely more cool tone, and that is more warm, but the combination of both is a really beautiful like brown lip. So really been enjoying that, and I needed a good chocolatey brown liner, so I've really been enjoying these two. Although I will say though, this is just a little bit of a drier formula of a matte lipstick. It's still comfortable on the lips. It's just when you're applying it, it's a little bit more dry. Speaking of Beautylish, Natasha Denona has recently released or launched onto the Beautylish website. Really nice, because prior to this, you couldn't get Natasha Denona because it was an overseas brand. So now you can get it from Beautylish, and it's shipped within the US. So Beautylish, like I said, is the fastest shipping ever. Instant gratification. They even send you an email or like a little text message just like, hey, did you get your thing today? Or hey, your thing is about to be delivered. Hey, it just was delivered. Like, the customer service is like, so when I saw that they were putting the eyeshadows on at Beautylish, I was like, So I signed up for the emails to make sure that I knew. So I don't know if they've fully launched the whole line yet, but I got in when there was like an alert, like early bird special. Not special on the price, but just you got early access to it. So I knew I wanted to pick up another one of these 5-pan palettes. So I picked this one up. This is the palette number 8. And I have a whole video, which I will leave linked down below, on some of my Natasha Denona eyeshadows. So this is what it looks like. And honestly, this shade right here sold me. And plus I'm really into like the olivey shades. So this is right here is called, I believe this one's called Glaze. So pretty. This one is called Smoky Quartz. No, yes, Smoky Quartz. This one is called Golden Rose. This one is called Dark Sepia. And then this one is called Golden Beige. So here are the swatches of the colors. Extremely beautiful and pigmented colors. I love the metallics of them. That's where the eyeshadows are at. So I was really happy with that palette. I've worn it on the eyes a couple of times. I really used more of these colors right here, and I blended them on the eye, and then I used, I think, Bitten from Makeup Geek and kind of blended it out on the outer edge of it. So it was like an olive green with like this reddish burgundy on the outer corner. It was really pretty. And I just love this palette. I love her eyeshadows. They're so creamy, so worth the money. So if you're considering getting them, definitely go through Beautylish because you're gonna get it quicker shipping, and they just have such great customer service, and you can see swatches. They do really great swatches on the website. So anyways, love this palette right here and several others, which, like I said, I will link the other palettes that I have and the swatches from that video down below. I forgot to include this when I was talking about the Charlotte Tilbury things that I got. I picked this up when I was on the website, just kind of looking at the lip cheat and the lipstick. This is the Full Fat Lashes. This is her mascara. I've used this a couple of times, and I've liked other mascaras better for the price, but it builds volume pretty nicely. It has a natural bristle brush, but it just reminds me too much of the L'Oreal Voluminous, and that's a drugstore price. So although this is a good mascara, I think I would stick with the L'Oreal Voluminous, just in my opinion. This just wasn't, it wasn't that much better than it to justify the price. Okay, the last thing up, these were sent to me. Hourglass recently came out with new strobe lighting powders. They sent me 2 shades. Now, these are like the highlighters. So if you have the 3-pan highlighter palette, I believe some of the colors that they released now come in little singles. So this first color that I have is called Iridescent Strobe Light, and this is more of like a pinky shade. It has like a lot of pinkiness to it. Honestly, this one is not my favorite, and I don't know, I just don't like it on the skin. I don't find it shows up or really does very much of anything. For these, I like to use them almost as a highlight. So maybe it's just too subtle for me, and then it's pink on top of that. So I would, if it is pink, I'd like to use it as a highlight, but I don't know, it just doesn't really do anything for me. And I've tried using it almost like all over my face as like a really light dusting powder to give a glow, and it just kind of warps the color a little bit of my foundation and makes it look a little bit more pinky, and I just don't love that one. So not my favorite, but this one's a little bit more up my alley. This is the Brilliant Strobe Light color, more of a, I would say, golden shade, and so more of a light golden shade. This can be used as a highlight, and it does look beautiful on the skin, and I find that this one almost does like a brightening effect, and it really does give that glow. So you could use it as a highlight or really, you know, strobe with it and use it to illuminate your face. So I really do like this one. Also, I've used this as an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. You can use these both wet or dry, and they did release a new sponge that also you can be used to apply them. I like using them with the brush, just the good old-fashioned way, but I have tried it using the sponge, wetting it a little bit and applying it as a highlight, and it's beautiful. But like I said, I prefer this Brilliant Strobe Light powder over the 2 that I have, and I just think that it's beautiful, and I do like that one using it wet. That is it for my haul. I hope you enjoyed seeing a few swatches of some products, some newer products, some drugstore products, and like I said, I like to sometimes do these collective hauls when I have had an opportunity to try some products. Sometimes I like to do like, okay, here's some new stuff, I'm gonna try these out and I'll let you know what I think, but other times I like it when I can give you a little bit more of an opinion. So let me know what your favorite style is down below. I'll probably still do both because I know that some people really love one way and some people really love another, but I'm still curious to see is what your favorite way, or like what the feedback is on what kind you actually do prefer, if there is a majority when it comes to seeing like new releases and not having very much to say about it because you haven't tried it yet, or having selling products that are in a mix, but you have tried them, so you can give a little bit of opinion. So let me know, which is your favorite down below. I'm curious to hear. If you guys want any more information, or you kind of want to see some type of video with any of the products that I showed, be sure to let me know that as well down below. So just let me know a whole bunch of stuff down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.